Okay, sound recording.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. We're good to go here.
Cold open 1. So we're good.
Oh, you're doing episode 5. Right, no, of course. Yeah, all good.
Welcome to another episode of Beats, Kicks, and Life. I'm your host, Summer Jasmine. Today we're going to be talking about my first pair of J's, the Air Jordan 1 Serena Williams, an artist who had a big influence on me growing up, Alicia Keys, and a song that we created to celebrate female pioneers and women's empowerment, Like Fire. But before we dive in, please help us out by hitting that thumbs up and make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's talk about one of the greatest athletes of all time and the inspiration of today's sneaker, Serena Williams. I actually had the honor of meeting her back in Boston when I was bartending for a tennis tournament. Needless to say, she made an impression. Let's take a partial look at her badass resume. Serena started her professional career in 1995 when she was only 14. She's won 23 Grand Slam singles titles, the most by any player in Open era history. And that's not even counting the other 16 Grand Slam titles she won playing doubles. She has been in more championship titles than any other tennis player ever. Serena even won the Australian Open while pregnant.
And Serena smashes Steffi's record. It's number 23. An iconic number.
In 2009, Serena and her sister Venus became minority owners of the Miami Dolphins. They are the first Black women to ever hold any amount of ownership in an NFL franchise. In 2017, she was the only woman on the Forbes list of the 100 highest paid athletes. And she's putting that money to good use. The Serena Williams Fund provides scholarships for underprivileged students in the US and helps to build schools in Jamaica, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and Kenya. We could go on and on and on, but we simply don't have the time. So here's a quick list of her accomplishments. It's easy to see why Jordan Brand reached out to Serena Williams to collaborate. She is a pioneer in many ways. She's had a massive impact in her sport and has pushed the boundaries for fashion both on and off the court. Sound familiar? So let's take a look at the shoe. Fun fact, the Jordan 1 is Serena's all-time favorite sneaker. After winning her 23rd Grand Slam title, Jordan Brand commemorated her victory by creating her signature shoe. The color blocking for the shoe is primarily black and pink, which is a nod to her favorite colors and the bold outfit she wore on court in 2016 in New York City. This Air Jordan 1 features a full leather upper. Taking one look at this, you can tell that is inspired by the band colorway that Michael Jordan originally wore, which we discussed in episode 1. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out. This sneaker features a white midsole and a pink outsole. Serena's logo is located on the tongue and the heel of the shoe. This vivid pink makes up half of the shoe's color blocking and is featured on the toe box, the ankle, the heel, and even on the swoosh itself. And just like the band colorway, black makes up the rest of the midfoot and the toe. Personally, I always love hot pink and black together. I was happy to learn that Serena and I share the same favorite colors and feel proud to sport a shoe with her logo, as she is someone who has made a huge difference in the lives of women all over the globe. And that's really what it's all about. A lot of times athletes, and especially Black athletes, are revered for their athletic abilities, but ostracized when they use their platform to speak out and try to make the world a better place. Being a Black woman, Serena has had to overcome insurmountable barriers to achieve what she has done. Even if you take away all of her tennis accomplishments, her resume still speaks volumes of her dedication to humanitarian efforts. She has done more to affect the world off the tennis court than on. Today we are honoring her and other women like her who are trailblazers for the next generations to come. So that's the Serena Williams Jordan 1. Who's a female athlete that you think should get their own sneaker? Let us know in the comments below. '81 was a good year. Not only did it give us Serena Williams, but it also brought us one of my favorite artists of all time, Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Much like Serena, Alicia started her career early on. Classically trained as a pianist, she started writing songs at the age of 12 and was signed to Columbia Records when she was just 15. I used to start every day listening to Alicia belting out,
I keep on falling.
I was mesmerized by her powerful vocals, especially when it culminated at the end with her layering her riffs as a round. I had never heard anything like it. It sounded classic and new at the same time. When I saw her in concert for the first time, it sealed the deal. She not only motivated me to get out of bed super early, but also inspired me to sharpen my vocal, piano, and songwriting skills, be my most authentic self, and use music as a bridge to connect with others. Speaking of authenticity, Alicia started the hashtag No Makeup movement in 2016. Inspired by her lyrics from her song When a Girl Can't Be Herself No More, Miss Keys said that she wasn't going to cover up in any way. In her own words, she says, "Not my face, not my mind, not my soul, not my thoughts, not my dreams, not my struggles, not my emotional growth, nothing." This woman truly walks the walk and hasn't stopped.
I never felt this way.
In 2019, women made up just 2.6% of credited music producers and engineers. In response to this, Alicia and 3 other powerful women in the music business landscape launched She Is the Music, which is an industry-wide movement to empower female creators. She Is the Music is a first-of-its-kind nonprofit organization which is increasing the number of women working in music. This organization has had a direct influence in my life as a female artist, connecting me with agents of change in the music industry who have helped shape my career and open doors that would have otherwise been closed. If you want to learn more about the important work they're doing, we link to it below. Now let's talk a little bit about the music of Miss Keys. She's a stellar pianist and a soulful singer, and no one can deny that Alicia writes massive hooks. She gave us No One. If I Ain't Got You.
Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby.
And who can forget This Girl Is on Fire?
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire.
Alicia's lyrics have a way of resonating on a very universal level. When asked about her song Girl on Fire, she said, "Girl on Fire is about finding your own inner strength and channeling it in a way you've never tried before. To be on fire is to live your passion and shine your light unabashedly. It's that moment you choose to claim your power and be extraordinary."
You can try, but you'll never forget her name. She's on top of the world, hottest of the hottest girls.
In her music video for Girl on Fire, She wanted to show herself engaged in regular daily activities to make the point that all women are inherently valuable because of who they are, not just what they do. Her catalog runs deep with outpouring messages of positivity, empowerment, and love for one another. As a songstress and human being, Alicia uses her light and her gifts to lift us up collectively, and we are better for it. So what's your favorite Alicia joint? Have you checked out her new album yet? Drop it in the comments. All right, now it's time to bring in my partner in creation, John Lall.
What's going on, everybody?
What's going on?
It's weird to be on the other side of this.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks
for coming on to my show.
I love this show.
Today we're going to talk about our song Like Fire. Like Fire is one of my favorite songs because we released it on International Women's Day to honor all the amazing women throughout the years. I personally really love this beat, but I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite parts?
I love this song. It fires on all cylinders. No pun intended. Maybe pun intended. From the second it drops, it really like pops right out of the speaker. What we ended up doing was using some auxiliary percussion sounds and like random things too. So like the sounds of chimes, bells, the claps. The claps were dope because we kind of borrowed from like a flamenco style of like clapping where it's like. That was really a lot of fun to do. So in approaching starting this song, we decided this time to work with trying some samples out.
We really wanted to incorporate world music and world instruments to show that this is an international theme and an international movement. So some of the samples that we used was an Indian woman singing a little riff over and over again. And it kind of just gives you that repetitive feeling, but on top of that, it's like a sitar that's doing this almost triplet feel. And so the two juxtaposed against each other are kind of the bed of the track.
But when you flex, you'll be checked. Let me demonstrate. Watch me, watch me, watch me. You're curious. Gotta touch me. You're burning out.
So let's talk a little bit about the lyrics behind the song Like Fire. So the hook goes, I light you up, I light you up, I light you up like fire. Maybe if you heard it for the first time, wouldn't mean anything to you. But what we're trying to say here is that we're going to bring light to the shadow side. Bring light to the darkness, meaning show what we haven't been really willing to look at, things we'd rather ignore. And by we, I mean the patriarchy. So the song was basically inspired by the Me Too movement and saying, wow, look at these women who are, all they're doing is speaking their truth. And it's making everything crumble beneath it because it shows you that we're built on a house of cards.
Don't play ball. Put your name up in flames, make it famous. I light you up. I light you up. I light you up like fire. I light you up. I light you up. I light you up like fire. I light you up. I light you up. I light you up like fire.
So if you want to check out our track, Like Fire, it's available on all major digital platforms.
And that's episode 5. Sam, John, and I would like to dedicate this episode to our mothers. Who are the women who have made a big difference in your life? Share this episode with them to let them know how much they mean to you.
Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We are seeing you in the comments. We see the likes. We see the subscribers. We appreciate your support so much.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. And if you're on Instagram, you can find us at Beats Kicks Life. We love hearing from you.
Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.